It's very interesting. I'm terribly jealous of these people. Because they write about God in the most incredible ways. They say, I was in trembling. They write, I was in terror when I met God. I was burning in fire. Not one of them ever says, I believe this, 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 and this. They never sung anywhere, neither at the crossing of the Red Sea or anywhere else, the Yud Gimel, the 13 principles of faith of Maimonides. It doesn't appear at all. Because it doesn't belong there. You know, when I would be an agnostic, and I am sometimes an agnostic, I want you to know I would still continue to live a religious life. Because, first of all, doubt means that I'm not sure. And secondly, I tell you something else. I don't know about you. But even when the whole of the Torah would have been written by man and not by God, that doesn't take away from its beauty. It doesn't take away from its wisdom. It doesn't take away from the unbelievable thing the Jewish tradition has given to us. I would even make a bracha, Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam, borei periag eitz, when I would be an agnostic or even when I would deny God, because the fact that I can take an apple and eat it, and that I enjoy it, that I can eat it and can enjoy it, and I can't explain anything of this, because nobody has ever explained what it means to have a taste. All philosophers have written about it, and nobody knows the answer. You can't explain to me why an apple tastes well. It is ineffable. I once said, you may have heard it many years ago, I said the bracha is a statement of amazement. It is, you know what? A wow. You know what wow is in Hebrew? Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam borei periag eitz. It is a statement of amazement. And even when I would be an atheist, I'm still amazed. And therefore I would still say the bracha. A philosopher by the name of Samuel Butler, hear this, once said the following. Life is the art of drawing sufficient conclusions from insufficient premises. I repeat, life is the art of drawing sufficient conclusions from insufficient premises. Knowing things for sure is not for us in this world. And now I have the following point to make. So why to live in according to the halakha and according to Jewish law, when perhaps I'm not certain about everything? I tell you why. I hope you hear this well. I once wrote an article about this, and I said like this. What is halakha? What is Jewish law? It is the practical upshot of unfinalized beliefs. It is the practical upshot of unfinalized beliefs. It is a practical way of life while staying in a theological suspense. When I don't know, I need to know how to live. I still have to do my things. That's where the halakha walks in. The halakha doesn't ask you, you first need to believe it all and you have to buy into the whole lot of it. No, the whole point of the halakha is that it guides us in the doubt. Of showing us what do you do when you are confronted where something is not completely clear and not completely certain. So my friends, I'm going to finish with the following words. What should we do with the certain principles of faith of Maimonides? It's an important question. All what we can do is sing them. We should never say them, ever. Because if we would say them, I would straight away say, let's abandon them. Because Maimonides, forgive me for saying so, and I have an unbelievable respect for him, did a great disservice to us when he wrote them down. They are not Jewish. But we sing them because we take the words out of the context. We give them more. We create a certain ineffable dimension to all this. That's all what we can do. I believe in loads of things. I don't know exactly what they are. And I finish with the following statement, and I hope you appreciate what I say. I go every day to the synagogue. And I speak to God. But I tell you, and I hope it happens to you as well, sometimes I speak to God and I say to myself, or I say to God, are you really there? And I'm not always sure. I continue to say the prayers because I think they are absolutely outstanding. And the next day when I come back, I have this incredible feeling that sometimes I have what they call a religious experience, and I know, oh yeah, you are there. But it is not an ongoing experience all the time. It is a constant fight. It is sometimes a form of terror, no doubt. But in that way I can be authentic at least about all this. I can understand why people sometimes doubt. But we have to realize that therefore, and I know it is hard, and I'm not here to say things because you should like them. I want you to be disturbed what I say. To realize that certainty is not the way. What is certain within the Jewish tradition is that we live a halachic life because it deals with the problem about how do you deal with doubt and while you are living. William James, one of the great American philosophers, used to say, an indecision is also a decision. If you don't know what to do, and you therefore say, I won't do anything at all, then you've made the decision. You have on the end of the day to decide. And the halakha says one thing, you are in doubt, live by the halakha. It doesn't matter if you're not 100% sure. In fact, it may be better. Why? Because as long as you keep on doubting, you are indeed busy fighting. You will be amazed. You will stand in wonder. You will be able to constantly be refreshed by all this. And that is what religion is. And therefore he's right, Louis Jacobs, when he said, it should disturb us. It should constantly make us not to be content and to make us aware of the fact that when we have to fight, then we are still in relationship with this unbelievable God and with this unbelievable religion. That's what we need to do. It's not easy. And I can only tell you, try as hard as you can. And if there are moments in your life when you are an agnostic or you're not so sure, just continue a life of deep deeds of belief, because that is how we keep balance, and how perhaps one day we will know a little bit more about this God, although it will be little, but above all that you continue to hear the music. Music is not a matter of truth. Music is not a matter of certainty. Music is a matter which relates to the soul, and when the soul hears something, it becomes ineffable. And when you experience that, then you have the greatest experience you can ever have in life. I thank you very much.